Hello and Happy New Year, gamers. It's your girl, Lady Pelvic. I'm breaking up my JRPG role with some platformers, specifically Kirby Superstar Ultra, which came out in 2008 for the Nintendo DS. A remake of Kirby Superstar in 1996. Not much of a history of Kirby and I remember playing it as a kid. I played the Nintendo one, Kirby Crystal Shards, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I don't remember why, but I hated it. If you recall from earlier videos, I was a very picky gamer when I was young. If it wasn't like Mario, Zelda, Sonic, Pokemon, I didn't touch it. Point is, Kirby 64 turned me off from all Kirby games henceforth. That is, until Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That game threw something at me completely unexpected. This is spoilers if you didn't do Kirby's Classic route yet, but in Kirby's Classic route, the final boss is Marx. No idea who Marx was. He was this cute little bean boy bouncing on a ball. Well, he turns into what he turns into and shook me to my core. I was like, this is Kirby. Everything's supposed to be cute and happy and fun and lovable. Marx is not that. I was so shook by Marx, I decided to throw away my petty grudge against Kirby games and try some out. So Kirby Superstar Ultra is the first Kirby game I ever beat. In Kirby Superstar Ultra, there's no one definitive story. Instead, a small collection of them. You're taken to a bulletin board where one story is available to you. You beat that story and more episodes are added, each with their own unique twist and difficulty. The first story is chasing DDD as he's taking all the food in Dreamland. The second story is racing against DDD to eat the most food. The third story is about Dynablade, a giant bird disrupting the crops. And the fourth story is Kirby getting lost in a cave filled with peril and treasure. My favorite story, Milky Way Wishes, introduces me to one of my favorite characters in all of Kirby. In fact, his presence is the one who led me on this Kirby journey, Marx. And it's funny because this game seems easy at first, but Kirby is deceptively welcoming. When you get to later levels, prepare yourself for a challenge. The arena face every boss back to back. Or a helper to hero, exclusive in Superstar Ultra, where the helper becomes the star. Or play as Meta Knight, who is a certified badass. Oh my god, I fucking love Meta Knight. And of course, the true arena, where you fight harder versions of the original bosses. The stories in Superstar Ultra were cute and wholesome, but like most platformers, it's about the gameplay. And the gameplay is simple enough. Go through the levels, devouring enemies and claiming their power as your own. You can also turn that power into a helper, an enemy turned good. If you have friends, you can have them play as a helper. If you have friends. If you find yourself in a bind and need the power back, you can turn the helpers back into an item and suck them up and reclaim that ability. Abilities help you traverse the levels or fight certain enemies easier. Also, some abilities have a limited time use, such as cooking. All your enemies hop into a pot and are turned into cakes? Seems legit. Or an ability that caught me by surprise is microphone. First time use. Second use. And my favorite, the third time use. Kirby may not look it, but he's pretty hardcore. My personal favorite unlimited ability is the sword, which is no way inspired from my love of a certain series. Or a fun tip, if you want to cheese everything, the hammer ability is just for you, which will certainly come in handy for later levels. For me personally, it was fun seeing all the abilities in an actual Kirby game. My real interaction with Kirby has been at Super Smash Bros. So seeing the cutting attack, the rock attack, the multiple punches from the original material, I was like, oh snap! How they put Kirby together, taking the various powers. Also, I was tripping up a bit because you best believe I tried to use down B to rock when I was anything but a rock. While puffing through levels, you'll be stopped by mini-bosses, and they're pretty easy to defeat, and you can even suck up their powers once they're unconscious. However, the big bosses, there's no taking over. All you can do is memorize their pattern and kick their heinies. Even if you do lose to a boss, or while going through levels, Kirby is a very forgiving game. Even if you land a game over, your score will reset to 0, but you pick up at your last save point, or at the start of a boss battle. To be honest, I don't know anyone who plays Kirby for a high score anyways. Then again, I'm just getting into Kirby, so what do I know? In addition to story mode, there's also touchscreen minigames. And I've said in previous videos that I'm not a minigame person, but these are pretty fun. Pick the correct card first, or when you see it, tap any button. They're also a lot of fun, and super intense depending on what difficulty you play on. Either way, they're enjoyable and a lot of fun for breaking up the stories. I really recommend you give each one a go. The graphics are absolutely adorable. Everything in this game's adorable. The enemies, the levels, and certainly Kirby himself. When we got the 16-bit look going on, and it's so smooth. Looking at the SNES and the 3DS graphics side by side, the dev team did good. There's some updated animations and some extra rock forms. Just small changes here and there, but they're totally adding to the experience. I found the level design to be pretty good. We got a few puzzles forcing you to make quick decisions. I felt certain levels encouraged more exploration than others, which was the point. I thought the worlds looked imaginative, like a dreamland would. Sparkling waters, boiling lava, flying about in the clouds, it was awesome. In addition to updated graphics, Superstar Ultra also got CGI cutscenes. They were nice visuals to complement the narrative. Finally, the music. Oh my gosh, it was way better than I thought. It's like every song was injected with musical happiness. Even the songs that were supposed to be dark, if you would, had a little glimmer of happy mixed into the beats. In addition, every track had a go 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 feel, very energetic. I'm torn between these two songs, and this is a short review anyway, so I could squeeze in another bop. Firstly, we have the cliché masked DDD theme. It's such good hype music, and when you're fighting him in the ring, it fits. Again, Kirby is about that high energy, and I feel the excitement. The loud energy coursing through, I love it. Secondly would be Storm the Halberd. I love how action-packed and intense it is, while still, again, keeping the theme of go, go, go. You got places to soar to and enemies to slay. This is just an added bonus. I'd be lying if I said I didn't fall even more in love with this song when I heard the Super Smash Bros. Brawl remix. This is an excellent remake that deserves a 9.5 out of 10. And you know, a lot of people like to sleep on Kirby because it's too easy, and it is, but it's nice to play a game that's not testing your patience left and right. And plus it's really short, which is great, because adults, you know, we have jobs, we have kids, we have shit we gotta do, and we have a whole backlog of games. And as someone who's constantly devouring JRPGs, this is such a good palate cleanser. And one thing I learned about Kirby games is, yeah, on the surface it's very lighthearted and fun, but it gets difficult post-game stuff. Try the arena, try the true arena, and then come back to me and tell me Kirby's easy. I haven't even beaten the true arena yet. But, you know what I have beat? Kirby Triple Deluxe, which will be my next review before Kingdom Hearts 3. Just so you know, if any of these videos are slightly late, it's because of Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's my thoughts on the first Kirby game I've ever beaten, Kirby Superstar Ultra. The only reason I dock 0.5 points is because I wish there was a way to view all the power-ups. And that frustrated me because while I was doing research on this game, I saw a bunch of these moves I didn't know I could do. I went to this game like a basic-ass bitch, let me tell you. So I feel I missed out a bit, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Hopefully, let me know in the comments. So for those who have been on the Kirby train for a while, what is your favorite ability? I'm, of course, partial to the sword. You know, it's modeled after my baby. I also do like the microphone and the cooking ability. Those are fun to watch. Now, if we're talking Triple Deluxe, I really like the bells. So, let me know your favorite abilities and what Kirby game are they from, if they're an exclusive or not. Thank you all so much for watching. Top box is more reviews like this, and the bottom box is my Let's Play channel. I can't believe we're already approaching 11K. Thank you so much for your support. Love your faces. I hope you're looking forward to my next review.